Greetings, Meow Wolf. We are the collective known as New Mama. I am Amy Rupe, and I'm an art historian.
I'm Lisa Corrine Von Koch, also known as the Baroness Elsa Von. I'm an artist and educator.
I'm Layla Ashuri, also known as Layla Darvish, and I'm one of the designers / silversmith.
I'm Sierra Wonderland. I'm a clothing designer and costumer based in Denver.
I'm Erin Smith. I'm an artist and a lighting and sound designer.
Great. We would like to talk to you on take you on a little tour of our installation proposal. So the idea is that it's meant to talk about the journey of the soul from conception onwards, and we feel that that is something that unifies all of humanity, because this is a journey that we've all done, but a journey that we don't remember and deserves investigating again in an interactive and immersive experience.
Yes, it's I feel like no matter where we're from, it's an experience that could unify us through
light, sound, color,
yes, texture, and sorry guys, I haven't done this one.
Let's just keep going. We'll do another take.
Okay.
Just keep going and we'll work all the way through it.
So through light, sound, texture, and the whole experience of going through the New Mama experience is supposed to. What am I trying to say?
Well, let's define New Mama. So Pneuma is another word for soul or the breath of life, and that is the first thing that all of us do upon our arrival onto this planet is we take an inhalation, and that's another unifying element that we all share. And so we felt that it was important to make a journey about going back to the origins of this experience, but you carry with it all of your experience and your knowledge that you have, that you've acquired throughout your lifetime, and so you're able to re-experience this journey with that wisdom already behind you.
Absolutely. And I feel like with the way things are going in our modern day world, just with violence and politics and everything happening, we need to bring that softness of the feminine back, the healing nature of the feminine back, and it would be good for everybody to kind of experience this and go through it, and kind of relate to it through that.
Yeah. So our proposal is that you would begin by approaching this sphere approximately 10 feet high, painted to look like a galaxy with perforations in it that are illuminated so that the constellations are aglow.
Yes. And then once you approach it, there's the entrance that you could enter, and upon the entrance, you come into a room that is got a lot of different textures. We like to call it the giggling room of eggs.
Yes, egg chamber.
Egg chamber.
So you're in the egg chamber. You're now tiny in an ovary with all of your potential brothers and sisters. And so looking at a molecular level, there's a very tactile textile quality to it, which our eggs would have. They would be illuminated as well, and when you press on the spheres, they will giggle. Erin, talk about lighting and vibration.
Yes.
Cool. So in my experience as a sound designer, I have used sound to evoke more inner feelings rather than just creating the literal environment of where you are. What we had discussed was elevating the floor of this initial chamber, and with low frequency hums kind of drawing people inside, and then kind of making them experience but not be aware of the fact that they are being drawn further and further into the exhibit. And when they get to the final point, that's when in the third part of the chamber, where the hum is more audible and where you're actually realizing that it's a part of the world around you.
Sweet. So you get there by crawling through the womb tube. And so this would be a metal armature that would be padded and upholstered and covered with fabric that you'd be able to crawl through. Ideally, in a perfect world, and we know you're designing a building, we would go from one floor down to a floor below.
Ideally, yes.
Ideally. We're willing to adapt.
And then once you come down, you come on a rotating platform that's rotating very slowly. And it's supposed to represent that world that you come into with, it's going to be a, what do you call that?
A diorama.
A diorama where you could see all the 4 seasons and a small, very miniature of our modern world, and just everything that represents this world is going to go around very slowly.
Right. And then the final part is for your soul to be polished and to become freshened again. And so you would exit the platform by going through these forms. These would be metal poles that would have fabrics that would be attached to them in tube forms with lighting instruments, and they would all be twirling like you see at a car wash or something like that, but spaced apart enough that you could easily walk through them and move through that chamber, which would also be creating that wind force that and reconnecting with that breath.
Yes.
Feel good? Yeah? Didn't it? It was really longer than 90 seconds.
So, but I think we can stop recording.